Eighth grade Bobcats, Mr. Flato here. Welcome back to another great week. Got kind of a special Bob lesson today. This is for eighth graders only, a little bit more mature content here. The title is going to be Kind Always. But first, let's be our best this week at HMS. Let's be Bob. Let's be safe, let's be responsible, let's be respectful, and let's be a learner.
Hey, great game.
Thanks.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
All right.
Hello, eighth grade Bobcats. Kind of doing this in reverse order today. Wanted to kind of process with you guys and discuss that video. That video came out a few weeks ago on social media, and when I saw it, it was something that's been on my mind for a long time, and so I showed Mr. Boyle it and got the okay to show it to the eighth graders. One of the reasons this video is on my mind is probably because of the job that I'm blessed, that I'm fortunate that I get to do here along with the other counselors at HMS. I think so many times being a middle school student, being 13, 14, 15 years old, you're so engulfed in your own world. You're so engulfed in your own world and thinking about your own problems and thinking about your own things that I think sometimes when we look at other people and we view other people, sometimes we think other people are living this perfect life, and sometimes we may I wish I could be like them. I wish I could have the life they have. I wish I could have their popularity, their good looks, their athletic ability, their musical talent, so on and so forth. And one of the cool things about my job and the counselor's job is I get to see the true sides of kids a lot of times. I get to see those same students and have conversations with them and find out that even though they're being perceived as being X, Y, and Z, any of those things I just named, they're having many issues themselves. Their lives aren't perfect. Their worlds aren't perfect. Sometimes when we have those conversations, it's like, wow, we're all going through something in life. We're all battling something in life, myself included, your teachers included. If you watched on that video, there was several of those teachers that had things going on in their world. And I think it's really powerful to remember that your teachers aren't going to be perfect every day. You know, maybe that day that your teacher is a little bit off and you can tell maybe they're a little bit cranky or they're a little bit short or they don't have that normal spunk that they've had in their life. Maybe something's going on with them. Maybe you should give them the benefit of the doubt, like hopefully they're giving you guys the benefit of the doubt. Because being an adult, there's always things going on. In that video, I counted 23 different situations. And by the way, this video was put together by some high school kids in Redmond, Washington. And so I wanted to give you guys that background, but they had 23 different situations. And when I sat down and watched this video with Mr. Boyle, when we talked about would we show it or not, I said, Mr. Boyle, I know for a fact that I have had all 23 of those situations discussed in my office. This is real life. This is the life that a lot of our kids live, believe it or not. And that's what made it so real, and that's what makes it so real, and that's why I wanted to share it today on this Bob lesson. So many times, my favorite quote, the quote that Miss Rowling has outside of her desk is, everybody is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind always. And that's what I love so much about this Bob video. And I guess my sincere hope for everybody watching this is be kind to one another. Don't just assume that somebody else is living a perfect life. Don't just assume that somebody else is being mean or being short or being disrespectful because that's who they want to be. 99 times out of 100, they're doing that because there's something going on in their life. There's a battle they're fighting in, and maybe they're on the brink of falling apart. So, in closing, I hope our HMS community can always be a place where we accept other people, where we're supportive of one another, and always where we show respect to everybody in our school. So, thank you, 8th graders, for paying attention on this and listening to me ramble for a couple minutes. Hope you guys have a great week. That brings us to this week's Jellybean Question of the Week winners, who are Davis Franklin, Aiden Hagman, Holly Hudoba, Izzy Looney, Henry Sund, Aaron Barragon. And of course the answer is they were washing the windows from the inside of the 25th floor. That's why there was no injury. This week's Jellybean Question of the Week is, how many bananas can you eat with an empty stomach? If you think you know, submit your answer to the Bob Box no later than Friday. Tune in and see if you're a winner. All right, Bobcats, go out and make a great week. If you're watching this on Monday, October 8th, you see Mr. Boyle. Wish him a happy birthday. Tell him he's getting old.